Hi everyone, this is Alan Redman, co-founder of Streamline Landlord Service. In this video, we're going to talk about rental agreements, what they are, and how to use them in the platform. So a rental agreement is basically what we use to represent the lease for your unit. So this is a relationship between a property or a property unit and one or more tenants over a period of time. So we can say that John is renting a house from you for the year of 2022, or John and Jane are both renting an apartment from you for 6 months, or something to that effect. So to start off, I'll just show you my setup here. I've got one property, so we'll go to Properties, Manage. I've got one property. This is an apartment building, and it's multi-unit. So I've added 4 units within this. I currently have 2 tenants. I've got John Doe and Alex. So let's assume that these guys are going to be roommates and they're going to rent the same unit. So we're going to go into rental agreements. So it's under rental documents, rental agreements. Create your first rental agreement. We're going to choose the property. I only have one property, and we'll choose the unit. Let's say they're renting unit 103. I'm going to assign both of them. The monthly rent will be $1,500. Now you don't have to put in a damage deposit, but let's just do that. There's this rental status, so we have 3 options: pending, active, and finished. If you're going to do something like charge PAD, you have to have an active rental agreement. Pending is for when you haven't, finished everything. Maybe it's just kind of like, okay, I think I'll be doing these dates, but you don't know, so you create it anyway. Once you're ready to have it be official, then we'll just set it to active. We've got fixed term and month to month. Generally, we do fixed term, but you can also do month to month. Just a note that if you do month to month, the end date is no longer required. So you can set an end date once you've got one, probably when the tenant's going to move out, but for the time being, let's just use fixed term. So let's say they started renting on June 1st, and we'll go to May 31st of the following year. We're going to click Save, and that creates the rental agreement. We can see the address along with the unit number. You can see the tenants here. Here's the status, it's active, it's fixed term. Here's our start date, here's our end date, and that's basically all there is to creating the rental agreement. You'll notice on this page you can hide finished rental agreements as well. We don't have any right now, but if we had several that were old but we wanted to keep them around, we can just hide them so that they're not in the way. There's also this rental documents page. So if you click this goes to a whole other page, and you can attach files directly to the rental agreement. So you can click Upload Files, click this. Let's say, let's just say that this was a lease document. It's not, the name is application file. Well, for instance, it could be a lease document. You can upload that. Your tenant will be able to view that when they log into the application. They'll be able to download the document. Just a note on that, only tenants that are connected can log into the application. In the tenants video, we reviewed no account tenants, where basically this is just representing someone, but Alex doesn't actually have an account he can log into the platform with. Back to rental agreements, we'll go back into the documents. These buttons here, you can just download the document. With this button, we can email the document, and that'll send it to both tenants, so John and Axel. I believe it'll just send it to John in this case because Axel does not have an email address, but John does because he's a tenant with an account, and an email address is required in that case. So this is just a nice way to send out a document. So let's say this was a lease and we wanted to forward them the lease. We could say, yeah, we want to email this, and that's just going to send out an email to John, and he can download the file from there. Now, just one final note about rental agreements. These dates cannot overlap for the same unit for different rental agreements. So if I was to create another rental agreement, it could only start at June 1st, 2023 for this particular unit. And if this was month to month, I have to set a month before I can create a rental agreement to come after that. So this way we've just ensured that rental agreements for a particular unit cannot overlap with dates. If you have any questions about any of this, don't hesitate to reach out to us at support@streamlinels.com. Thank you.